Hello everybody, first video of 2019. Figured I'd make it a quick and easy one because, there's a lot of pressure, I guess, that goes into like, oh, this is the first video of 2019 from 1220 Productions. But this is going to be a very simple message, very simple video. It's kind of like a cut and a promo. It's going to be about friends and friends that you make or people that you know for a long time passing away. And let me tell you something, Mean Gene has been engraved in my head since I was, 4 years old. I grew up with these people. I grew up with Macho Man, Mr. Perfect, Bobby Heenan, Gorilla Monsoon, Jason Ventura. He's still alive, but as if you're a wrestling fan or if you have been hooked, if you've been a mark since a wee lad during the rock and wrestling era, you've grown accustomed to these people passing away. And knowing what I know about Mean Gene Okerlund, just from what I read about and listening to shoot interviews, he partied hard pretty good too. He was a good stick man. I'm pretty sure he's a good guy to take a bump of coke with too during those times. It's kind of like what Adam Curry said when George Michael died. It's like no wonder. It's like people were kind of shocked, but I wasn't too shocked that Mean Gene Okerlund passed away. Is this the timing of it is weird? Apparently 3 other people died at the same, 3 other celebrities died at the age of 76 on the same day, which I thought was pretty odd. I had to Google that because my mom told me that. She's like, Mom really doesn't give a shit either way, but she does know that, about Mean Gene Okerlund because she had to sit there and listen to the Coliseum videotapes on loop all the time because that's what Al and I used to watch all the fucking time when we was little, man. I would mark out hard for a Honky Tonk Man and Rick Rude were my 2 favorites, and obviously Hogan. That was like a given. There was like a tier list. There's like God tiers, Hogan, then I guess the Ultimate Warrior for a little bit. Then it kind of trickles down to whatever grabbed you. Like Honky Tonk Man danced, so I was like, that's my dude. Like, and he played the guitar. Just so happens to be one of the best IC champions ever, period, bar none. And Rick Rude, he was just cool, man. He was cut, he was chiseled. And as you get older, you appreciate these dudes as wrestlers, and the art of wrestling is so fucking interesting. And you appreciate these people as because you grow with it. You grew up with this culture. So when pieces of it disappear or just die off, it's just an odd feeling. Because like the worst thing that kind of happens in your mind is like I never get a chance to meet that guy. It's like because they're always in the back of your mind, but you just don't talk about them all the time. But when they do die, that's all you can think about. Is like, what was the last thing that you remember from that dude? And I think the last thing I heard from him was I think he done the Paul Mooney podcast, which is totally worth listening to because you got to think about the primetime wrestling. In the Wrestling Challenge days, Paul Mooney was a huge part of that. He's actually a really cool dude, and his podcast reflects that. But I always remember Mean Gene Okerlund, man. He's a good stick, man. He was part of the personality. He's every bit as important as Bobby Heenan, every bit as important as, say, Jimmy Hart. Just every bit as important as Slick, as every wrestler on that roster during the time. He was important to that during the rock and wrestling era. Even in WCW, man, it seems like that made it legit if Mean Gene was the guy doing your promo. Because everyone's got to start off with, let me tell you something, Mean Gene, and bam, you launch into it. But obviously the most infamous was Hogan doing it. Then obviously after that is Macho Man was actually him. I think those are the 2 wrestlers that Mean Gene actually bounced off the best. And hearing Mean Gene talk about trying to do the interviews for Ultimate Warrior is fucking hilarious. And now, think about it now, they're both dead. Like I said, celebrities die, they come and go. It's just kind of, that one kind of personally affected me a little bit. Not so much because, I still keep shit in perspective as these are complete strangers. I've never met these people before in my life. They live in my head. They just so happen to be real people. It just sucks that Mean Gene Okerlund died. Also going along with 2019, it just started. Here we are. Someone's already dying. We're going to do different videos this year. I'm actually thinking of doing a couple of unboxings, and I want to do one review of a product, and I can't wait to do that because I might spoof the unboxing genre because it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's kind of easy to do. Seems easy in my head to do. I want to do that. Alan is still working on his rant videos and the Intellectual Fight Club podcast, which you need to listen to the new one because it's breezy. It seems like it's long, but it goes by really quick. There's a lot of heavy subject matter that is touched on very, very briskly and very fun to listen to. I'm thinking about chopping it up. I should just chop it and put timestamps on it. I mean, I want everybody to listen to it. Yeah, I guess just keep your eyes peeled on 1220 Productions. This year, 2019, is going to be a little different. Probably more direct content as opposed to some dude standing in front of a camera, even though this works sometimes. As you notice, different year, different shirt. It's no longer a Limp Bizkit t-shirt. If you notice, in every video I did in 2018, except like one video I was wearing a Kentucky shirt and one video I was wearing a Dunder Mifflin t-shirt. But all the other ones, I was wearing this really obscure Limp Bizkit t-shirt. But yeah, this year, I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the shirt of the year. Let's see. But make sure you like, subscribe, and keep commenting down below. We got a few reactions from Daniel and Jason and Corey Gregory on the last video. A lot of suggestions, and we need more of them. I think one of the big ones is we need better tags for our videos. But anyways, guys, talk to you guys later.